A new human wave coming our way. A caravan of roughly 85,000 migrants currently in Panama heading toward the United States. At least 60,000 of those migrants reportedly are Haitian. Panama's foreign minister has expressed surprise that the Biden administration isn't doing anything to stop these caravans from forming. She has told Axios, quote, "We sounded the alarm when we should have." And yet the border remains open. Fox's Griff Jenkins just demonstrated how thousands of migrants make that journey every day of the year.
Well before any migrant crosses into the U.S., they first have to step foot into Mexico, which requires little effort and only a few pesos. This is the Suchiate River separating Mexico and Guatemala. In the distance, the international bridge, that is the legal way to cross. This is the illegal way. Thousands do it every day. More than 13,000 Haitians applying for refugee status at this very moment in Tapachula, just on the other side of those banks.
Todd Bensman is a senior national security fellow at the Center for Immigration Studies. He's the author of America's Covert Border War, which is a perfect description for what is happening now. He joins us tonight. Todd, thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
So another 60,000 Haitians. Describe what this is about exactly. I don't think if you told the average person a year ago that we'd be facing migration of tens of thousands of Haitians through Mexico, anyone would believe you.
Well, there's a major route, human smuggling route that comes out of South America through Colombia into Panama and then on up through Costa Rica and on up to Texas. Normally, there are maybe 7,000 to 8,000 a year that come through, but since the Biden administration entered office and put into place its policies, it's acted as a clarion call to the entire world. The entire world, 120 countries plus, are heading through what they call the Darien Gap out of Colombia into Panama and on up. That's how most of these Haitians got here in the first place, to the Texas border. That's how a whole bunch more are going to be coming through, and way more besides Haitians. I'm talking from the Middle East, from China, from all the nations of Africa. They're all headed to the border to take advantage.
I don't understand the American response. I mean, if a group of people you didn't know who looked threatening showed up at your house, you wouldn't let them in. You would just say, you can't come in, it's my house. Why are we letting anybody cross the border? Why not just say, let Mexico deal with them?
Well, there's even a better solution, which is to have Panama and Costa Rica deal with this. I had been advocating for quite a while that, because Panama is the smuggler. The government of Panama is the smuggler. They provide food, shelter, hospitality camps, and they arrange all the busing and everything to Costa Rica, and the Costa Ricans have been doing the same. It's called controlled flow. And I had been advocating for a long time, because this is a national security threat. When you have people coming from Afghanistan, which they do, through that border, that's an issue that could be stopped much earlier than Mexico, with repatriation flights and an end to controlled flow. I was just in Costa Rica a couple of months ago on this very trail, and I saw very, very heavy traffic. I met Mauritanians, Senegalese, I've met Eritreans. I mean, you name it, they are coming through there in very large, heavy numbers. Costa Rica does nothing. They allow it to happen, and the Panamanians are the smuggler.
Yep. End of America. That's not an overstatement. We're watching it happen in real time. I appreciate, Todd, the facts you just brought to that. Thank you.
Thank you.
So the federal government